Hey everybody, it's Captain Danny with Beyond the Surface TV. We're out here trying to see if we can muster up anything in this weather. It's nice skies, all the temperature's good, but the wind is not. As you can see, it's whipping pretty good, about 15 to 20, maybe a little over 20 in the gusts out of the north-northeast. The problem with that is the wind direction, and it has our water flow stagnant. It's not moving. So trying something different and trying to keep things still simple, we've moved inside. We got some bars and tons of little potholes in here. These bars will form dominant points, which will pinch water, which will wash the bottom out a little bit. So we're gonna hit a couple of these little potholes in here, some of these pinches with the wind behind us, so we don't have to fight the directions, make an easy cast, keep things simple, and see if we can't produce a fish. So yeah, when the conditions are like this, there's not a lot you can do but power fish. Cover some water, hit your depression spots, and just make big casts with something powerful. Everything else around you is powerful, so you have to match it. You have to kind of match its craziness, so to speak. And cover a lot of water and just hope for the best. Right now, we're gonna hit this little settlement spot that pinches between these two bars. The wind is hauling butt through it. It's building a little bit of water flow, and we're hoping for the best. Oh, there you go. We have us some big wind today. So the only option was to sneak up inside here and hit some of these little puddles, settlement holes, if you will, and see if we could get anything to bite. And we found us a nice little old young snook. Looks to be about 23 or 4 inches roughly, somewhere in there. Had to have that spoon. We threw something very simple like we talked about before. Simple spoon presentation here in the summer. About every fish in the ocean will eat. And this guy here helped us out and proved our theory right by grabbing this spoon up. Now, we talk about keeping things simple, especially when you're out here and the weather patterns are not simple. And this is just a prime example of some of the things, the good things that can come from being simple. Just simply ripping a spoon down the wall. We got us a deep spot we're anchored down in, power poled in, and the little bit of current that's being formed over this huge wind formed a little bit of an eddy on that wall there, and this little dude was sitting right in there waiting for us to roll that spoon through there slow. Super cool, and a bonus for the day off of just simple things. Super tough conditions, super windy, no water flow whatsoever. So we talk about this stuff all the time. Overthinking can absolutely be the worst thing possible. So what we did, we simply just came inside out of the elements the best we could, tucked in here on this real low water, no movement. The wind is hauling butt out of the north-northeast, and it has the water flow completely stalled out. It has been for a couple hours. So the things we were doing outside wasn't working. We come inside, we found a settlement hole, we found this little pinch. That pinch forces, when the wind blowing water comes through it, forces an eddy. It might be a tiny one, it might be small movement, but at least it's movement. And that little snook was sitting right there on the wall waiting for that spoon to come down there. So simple things make big things happen. All right guys, I hope these little tips might have helped you. Long story short, you have to find a way to make the wind your friend. Ain't nothing you can do about it except for go out and try and fish in it if you're gonna. And the best way you can do is to try to use it to help you. That's the only way. You're not gonna win the fight. So get on his side and utilize some of these little tips, and hopefully they'll work for you as well.